Hello and welcome to the Nexus. We are going to be doing a book review. So if you've never seen me do these book reviews, I'll be going through every page. This one is on the greatest title in sports entertainment, which is here. The WWE Championship. So this goes through the championship holders and everything else. I was quite surprised when I ordered this because I was sort of surprised really on the size of this. This is huge. It's a hardback book. Like I said, with all my reviews, we're going through every single page to have a look, and it's really nice. It's got like this binder sort of bookmark tassel on it, which is really nice. It's a really high quality one. The thing that struck me the most about this is that it's from our friends over at Hero Collectors, Eagle Moss. I was really surprised that they did a book like this, and it's really nice. So let's get going. Okay, so I'm going to review this. This is obviously, like we said right at the start, championships, the WWE Championship. So it's not all the titles; it's the main title, the WWE title. It's the greatest title in sports entertainment. I've got to say, I sort of agree with that. Though the design is very controversial, I've got to say, yeah. So, the quality in this book is outstanding. It's really big. I'll just put the camera back a little bit. Once again, I'm really surprised that, obviously, Hero Collector, I don't know why I should be. Their books are really good. Nice picture there. Then we come on to the content, so you can see all the content here, and it sort of goes through the eras and some of the greatest champions in that era as well. So you've got the early years, Bruno Sammartinez there. Yeah, like I said, it's really nice. It's all labelled out, first title run, and stuff like that. So these like the legendary title runs that they had originally. I think it was like the WWF, I think it was back then. And like I said, this is really nicely put together. You can see how big it is. There's big content here. Early matches, January 18th, 1971 at Madison Square Gardens there. Got Ivan, got Sheik there. Got really some nice illustration. I'm not too clued up on the very early years, I've got to say. 1973. I mean, it goes right back to Billy there. Hogan and Billy there getting it on. Nice shot there, Hogan. Bob Backlund, I should say. End of an era. Had been WWE champion. Then obviously the golden era. Hogan with the really old title there. It's a really nice photo as well, that. Once again, I've got to say, I do hate this. But there's no other way to get around that, I think. Oh yes, the two greats. What we got here? We got Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan. We've also got obviously the $1 Million Man, the Iron Sheik. So once again, like I said, all these little bits here goes into his sort of WWE career, really a little bit like a snap-it shot on what titles he's won. WWE on MSG Network, 1984. Hogan again, some really nice shots of the original title here, which is really nice. He obviously became the face of WWE, so there's quite a lot here. I love the photos that they've chosen for this. First title pay-per-view. Obviously that looks like Roddy Piper there, which is nice. Saturday Night Main Event, 1987. And we got Hogan inside a steel cage there. And then obviously one of the legendary rivalries here, which is obviously Andre and Hogan, which is nice. It's also really nice that they've included this sort of bookmark ribbon, which is really nice. Andre the Giant. So once again, it's sort of a little stat here on what titles he won, when he's won them, and stuff like that. On can't buy a title. There we go. So that was obviously the $1 Million Man when he tried to buy the title. Remember this. And then we come on to another WrestleMania. There we got $1 Million Man and obviously Macho Man. Once again, we've got loads on the Macho Man here as well. A legend in the ring itself. I mean, he's awesome. WrestleMania 5, obviously, with these two. Showdown for the WWE title in the main event. Title versus title. Who can forget this? Ultimate Warrior, Intercontinental Champion. Hulk Hogan, the WWE Champion, or WWF Champion back then. It's interesting because I think they were both good guys or faces at the time. So it was a real interesting battle because I think a lot of people were cheering for everyone in this match. And then we have the Ultimate Warrior, obviously. As well, we have Slaughter. Sergeant Slaughter did win the WWE title. It goes down here. It tells you, like I said, these little bits here are really nice. So it tells you a little bit about Sergeant Slaughter, his finishing move, and the titles he's claimed. Then obviously the man himself, The Undertaker, with the WWE title there, which is nice. WrestleMania 13 with Sid. Lots more on The Undertaker. It's obviously WrestleMania 25. But he was in the golden age. He was in the golden era. Royal Rumble 1992, that's when Ric Flair won it. If anyone remembers that, I think it's only ever been contested in 2 Royal Rumbles. And obviously Flair won it in 92. That's when he became WWE Champion. Ric Flair, 16-time champion, like I said, right down here. So it's got the NWA title when he won that. Then obviously Macho Man and Ric Flair there. Nice little stat. The pictures in here are really good. Then we come on to the new generation. So the early 90s, which is really nice. Got a nice picture there of Bret Hart. Obviously they're being lifted. Once again, it's going to be the opener to the 90s and what happened in the 90s. Just here. And then we come on to, obviously, Bret Hart. And it says here where he was known as the Dragon, and he trained in the dungeon, obviously, and when he won the Intercontinental title. It tells you everything here, which is really nice. The pictures in this book are really good, really nice, and just the information in here is really good as well. Like I said, in all of my book, I go through everything page by page. It's the only way of doing a book review like this. Yokozuna there. Nice picture there of Hogan, and a really nice close-up of the title there. See Yokozuna. And then Raw, 94. That looks like 1, 2, 3 Kid and Bret Hart. Another steel cage match there of Hart and Owen Hart as well. Diesel. Who can remember his run? Not many. It's really bad. I don't want to say that. Kevin Nash is a good wrestler, but yeah. Shawn Michaels, the man himself. Hey, he's done it all. Bit like Ric Flair. He's done it all. In Your House 10, Mind Games. There he is there. Now I don't know. Is that Mankind? It is Mankind. I should have read up here. It says it all up here. And then Sid as well, winning the WWE title. Like I said, it's all the people that have won it. Kane, when he debuted, it wasn't long before he held the title, but not for very long. Then we got the Montreal Screwjob. That was for the title as well. Make of that what you will. But yeah, some really nice photos here. And then the Austin era. It's got to be, isn't it? It's got to be. Steve there. We've got obviously The Rock, Mankind, The Rock and Sock Connection there when they won the tag titles. But The Rock, your Angle there. Chris Jericho, the first undisputed WWE champion. 1998 Royal Rumble. Casket match. And then we got WrestleMania where we got Austin and Shawn Michaels. Stone Cold and Bret Hart. So this match here was, I think it was a sort of a passing of the torch, wasn't it? Because we had the old and the new coming in. And then we got Austin there. Stunner in the Undertaker, it looks like there. With Kane on the floor. It looks like a Monday Night Raw, that does. King of the Ring 1998. I think this was First Blood, wasn't it? Is this a First Blood match? Where he won the title, where Kane won it. Really nice photo again. When Kane won it, but then lost it the night, like less than 24 hours later. And then we've got the Inferno match there, but we've got more about Kane here. The Rock. Obviously, there's no explaining The Rock. It is. Lots on The Rock there. Then we got when everything changed. 1999, April 1st. Who's going to turn over for that? The infamous words, WCW. With Mankind there winning the WWE title on Raw. I Quit match, the infamous Royal Rumble I Quit match between The Rock and Mankind. Then we've got the Brothers of Destruction, or before then they've got Kane and the Undertaker there, which is nice. Triple H, The Game. Once again, he has done it all. He's run it all, hasn't he? He's been there and done that. Vince McMahon, love him or hate him, you can't deny his genius, really, on what he's done for the sport. Really nice title close up there. The Big Show, he was WWE Champion. Royal Rumble 2000, Cactus Jack versus Triple H, another instant classic match. Then we've got Kurt Angle, No Mercy, there, from No Mercy. We've got Edge there on SmackDown. Was that when he was Team Angle? WrestleMania 17, I don't care who says it, the best WrestleMania ever. It was funny because 2001 had the best WrestleMania, the best Royal Rumble, the best SummerSlam. It just kept producing really good matches in 2001. And then obviously to finish off 2001, we had the undisputed champion Chris Jericho. He beat The Rock and Stone Cold in the same night. Do not take that away from him. Chris Jericho, yeah, brilliant. And then we have the Ruthless Aggression era. We've got Randy Orton there. You've got Brock Lesnar and John Cena. That's where they all came into it. Obviously, The Undertaker was... he had a really good ladder match on Raw with Jeff Hardy for the WWE title. If you haven't watched it, go over to WWE Network and watch it. What a match. Then we got Vengeance. That's when the title changed. I think that's when The Rock won it. Rock, Angle, and The Undertaker. And then Brock Lesnar won it at SummerSlam. This is all obviously about Brock Lesnar. And then he became exclusively to SmackDown. So this is what led up to this and stuff like that, which is really nice. There you go. And that was the infamous... That's where Brock Lesnar broke his neck. Doing a moonsault onto Angle, that was. Then we have Eddie Guerrero. Yeah, he won that in No Way Out. At No Way Out, he won that, I remember. So Eddie was a champion. It should be JBL next. Yay! So it's sort of going in order of when they won it. So JBL was a champion for quite a long time before Cena won it. As you can see there, JBL written on the title. And then that's when he changed it to the spinner. Then we come on to Money in the Bank. So once again, this sort of details of Money in the Bank the first time it happened. Nice shot of the spinner belt there. And that's when Edge cashed in. So Edge became WWE Champion. Rob Van Dam, yep, he was WWE Champion, yeah. And he held the ECW title at the same time. Old Rob Van Dam. Edge, when he got the R-rated R Superstar belt, which is really nice. Unforgiven 2006, another corker. They had so many matches, Cena and Edge. WrestleMania 23 as well. There. Randy Orton, one night, two champions. Once again, Randy's done it. Been there, done that. He's still there. He's still sticking it out. And then we've got the PG era. Some most controversial era, I would say, in wrestling. A lot of people don't like it, but you had people like Daniel Bryan, CM Punk in the PG era. And yeah. MVP there. We've got Jeff Hardy, was WWE Champion for a short time. So was Batista. I almost forgot that Batista held the spinner title. Obviously, he was World Heavyweight Champion, but I almost forgot that he did win the WWE spinner title. Bragging rights, there we are. Sheamus, obviously. Good old Sheamus. The Miz. The Miz was a surprisingly good champion, I've got to say. I have to say. CM Punk, look at this. I mean, where he is now and what he's done since. Yeah, CM Punk. Some really nice bits about CM Punk there. Obviously, Rey Mysterio. Alberto Del Rio. Yeah, we'll get past that quick. Then we've got Punk there as well again. Daniel Bryan, John Cena. It looks like a cash-in. The reality era. I never really knew it was the reality era, but obviously it is. I always thought it was their PG era. Here we go. We're coming on now to Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Daniel Bryan. Once again, really nice view there. I mean, that was the moment. That was the moment they should have cashed on a bit more, I would have thought, when he won, when he became champion. At that time, there was the 2 belts. And then obviously Seth come in. He betrayed Roman Reigns to win the WWE Championship there. So Seth there. Then we've got Cena. Roman Reigns, my favourite. Well done, Roman. Love or hate him, I think he's really going there now. And then we have the new era, 2006 onwards. This goes through the new era. So Dean Ambrose, yeah. I mean, it's not hard to think, but Dean Ambrose, Jon Moxley was the WWE champion, as you can see there. Then we had, obviously, remember as well, Finn Balor was the first Universal Champion. This goes on with the new titles. This is when the new title was introduced, the Universal Championship. AJ Styles. Got to have Kevin Owens, haven't we? Bray Wyatt. Justice for Jinder. I've got to say that. It's if you don't know why, just go online. But there's Jinder Mahal there. I don't know whether you want to say he was a good champion or not, but yeah, justice for Jinder. There we go. I'll say that. Then we come on to the eco-friendly title. When the last time Daniel Bryan held it, we had the eco title. Then obviously WrestleMania 35, where Kofi won. Then we had the dreaded pandemic. WrestleMania 36 is when Drew McIntyre beat Brock Lesnar and The Big Show in the same night. It's I mean, you'd forget it if you would sort of forget the fact that he beat Brock Lesnar and The Big Show in the same night, straight after each other. So there's old Drew McIntyre. I can see him holding the title again, definitely. And then we come on to Bobby Lashley, and I think this is where we stop now, isn't it? Yeah, I think Bobby's the last one on here. And then we come on to the championship stats, the really nice bit about the book. So the title holders, the most title holders, the most times the winning moves have been won. The titles here that have how many people they've won, how many long they've reigned. Other titles held at the same time as the WWE title. The main events where they've changed hands, triple threat matches. It's really, really nice. This book is really, really... Go and buy this book. If you're a wrestling fan, I mean, there you go. There's all the current championships there. And some retired ones as well. There are some missing, I've got to say. But, oh my God, this book is so nice. Yeah, really, really nice. High quality book. Definitely worth a pick up. That's what I'm going to say. If you're a wrestling fan, I would, yeah, just go and pick it up. It looks really nice on your shelf. It really goes with a belt collection if you've got a belt collection. If you haven't, it's a must for any wrestling fan. Get yourself over to Hero Collectors to pick it up. You've had a look through it here. Let me know in the comments what you think. And obviously, as always, we'll see you in the next video.